Oh my gosh. How embarrassing. It's terrible and horrible. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm waiting for James. Um, but welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We have a nice show planned for you today. We're trying to do new things. So for anyone who is watching, hi, El Morgan. So my screw up. I messed up. I was sending the live stream to the wrong Facebook page. Technology. And so now I'm just waiting for James to come on. And hi, oh my gosh, hello Chris Strong, hello Jenny Bath, hello Corey Tutt. Oh my gosh, I love you all so much. I'm just waiting for James, and we'll get our show started. Yes.
Oh.
So here.
Before we even begin, do you want to talk to the people? Do you want to tell the people anything? Do you have things you want to talk about?
I was maybe admitting that I screwed up everything. But and because I did that, like all of our assets got erased from the background, except for the banners that we have. Woo-hoo. Okay, so
Really?
we're learning. Yes, so I'm learning this technology, and it's a good thing we're doing this. Except for the banners, we have those.
All right. Oh, yeah, well, that's fine.
But all of the other stuff. Oh, what is? Oh no, don't want that. No, don't want that.
We're doing a lot of things.
I'm learning the technology.
All of this. So today, before we even begin, we did have a dry tech today to make sure that these things would not happen. And you are seeing how well that worked out. So, but here we are.
Chris Yonan, your friend.
Yes.
I reached out to him on Facebook today to apologize for setting up 5 questions with James and Jam's Facebook page. So I officially am apologizing to you also, James Jackson Jr. So
when you have multiple Facebook pages, this is something that can happen. So here we are we have one Facebook page.
We have,
So let's start some things. Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome, everyone. So as you can see, we're on a
James and Jam.
Yes, so we're doing it on this new platform because we have some exciting things coming up, and one of the things that we wanted to do was start to invite people that we love to come and speak with us and play with us. And so we can really do that with this platform here.
We'll still do some fun things on Instagram every once in a while. But for some of what we wanted to do, we needed to be here on a Facebook page and on our YouTube page for those that want nothing to do with Facebook anymore, which I wildly understand.
And then we have an exciting guest next week, and we have some newer assets coming.
So
maybe a theme song coming.
Maybe there's things. But for now, we're gonna jump right into our regularly scheduled segments.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, so should I put up the banner for the first segment? Are we done with the hello and chatting to one another segment?
Yes, we are.
Okay, let's go on. So this is our first segment, which we call 3 minutes. 3
okay.
minutes.
I see where we are. I see what's going on.
Okay, wait. Did I jump ahead too quickly? It's going well, everybody, right? It's going
Going well.
very well.
In 3 minutes, do you want to tell people what that is?
So 3 minutes is one of us is going to get one or both of us is just going to get 3 minutes to just kind of like riff on something, right? Yeah. Just
it's
riff
sort of
on something.
If Hot Topics could just get it together and do the thing in 3 minutes, everything would be fun. As opposed to Hot Topics, it's sort of a hot topic.
A hot topic.
I think 3 minutes is just something that we want everyone to know is happening out there in the world. It does not fit into our 5 questions this week or next week or any week. But it's just something that we wanted people to pay attention to. And do you have 3 minutes this week?
Yes. I mean, and it might be a 3-minute segment on cheese one week. Who knows?
I am going to set the clock for you to do your 3 minutes. And if I have something to say, I will join in.
All right, my honey.
And are you ready for your 3 minutes?
Yes.
Go.
All right. So today I want to give some love to the wonderful, fabulous performer, Mr. Ryan Haddad, who is tremendous and is presenting his solo piece, Hi, Are You Single, right now?
I watched it the other day.
It's wonderful. And he's wonderful.
So good.
It's messy and complicated and funny and tender. And there is a moment of intimacy in it that almost I about burst into tears when it happened.
Like touching and lovely.
It was so incredible. And you kind of know that it's coming, and then it happens, and I was like, oh. So
I think we're all very starved to see any sort of live theater. So even like a taping of a live theater performance with an actual audience that is socially distanced and wearing masks and watching this wonderful one-person show.
Yeah,
I was immediately sucked in. And then the show was so good too.
It's so good.
And it's still running. Woolly Mammoth Theater is in Washington, D.C.
Right.
And they are a wonderful space, and they are streaming this recorded live performance. And it's $20.
Yep.
You just go to their website, and it's running until the 28th, right?
Mm-hmm. To the end of the month. Yeah. The end of this month. And so Ryan is a storyteller with cerebral palsy, and
he's also on The Politician.
He's on The Politician. But it's about a horny boy with cerebral palsy. So you kind of want to see it.
You had a funny story about how you met him. What was it?
So I went to see a play at the Public. I went to see Ruined, and it was in that smaller space, and he had to be assisted up the stairs, right? And he ended up sitting right beside me. And so, after he took his time to come up, he sat beside me, he looked at me and he went, "Hello." And I went, "Hello." And he went, "After this, I'm going to the Museum of Sex to do research." And I went, "Okay."
I was like, "Okay." Yep. He is
Yeah.
You're like, "Okay, you're in."
You're in. Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, I dig you, kid."
Yeah. No,
and
anyone that has the time, which it's an hour long, like 50 something minutes, and it's 50 minutes really well spent, 1 hour really well spent.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend watching that.
Woolymammoth.net. And once again, this is... we're done.
Wow.
We're done. 3 minutes.
See? And you didn't think we had...
I thought it would be too much. I thought it would be too long. I did. I sure did.
So our show is called 5 Questions with James and Jam, because we want to ask each other 5 questions. And we'll have a guest, and we'll ask them 5 questions. Sometimes they might ask us 5 questions. But on these days like this, when we don't have guests, we're just going to surprise each other with a topic and ask each other 5 questions.
I just want to show this comment from the one and only LaDonna Burns.
Yes, LaDonna Burns. Oh, y'all fancy.
Right? She's coming for us, I think.
Here's your one chance, fancy. Don't let me down. No. Don't let me down.
Yeah, we so fancy that I fucked it up. But
Nothing is fucked up. Look, this is our first time, and we want to get it right for when we do have a guest. So
yeah.
expect when it's the two of us to see a lot of ratchet things like this. Um,
Hmm.
and when there's a guest, I'll have a blouse on, a full, like I'll cover a shoulder. Like we'll actually do it professionally when we have a guest.
And
But tonight,
and before, and I'll just give a shout out to L. Morgan Lee and Jason
yes,
Beasy, who helped us decide on choosing this platform the other
yes,
day,
we
and we
did
ended up spending
a
like an
dry
hour
tech
just
with
laughing
them.
on this thing.
Yeah.
So yes, all right. I'm sorry, James. You've been trying to start us off, and I
No,
keep
no, no.
interrupting.
I have 5 questions for you. Do you have 5 questions for me?
I have 5 questions for you.
Do you want to know what my theme is?
Yes, I would like to know what your theme is.
My questions are all about food.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. What about you?
And mine is, well, it's kind of things that stick.
Oh, things that stick. Okay,
It's really grab bag my theme, but
I like it. I like it. Do you want me to start?
sure, yes.
Okay, my first question. What is? I know that you like to cook as much as I like to cook.
Yeah.
So I felt like I could go in on some things. What is your favorite thing to cook? Like if there's a party or something, or someone's like, bring a hot dish, and I'm not available, what is the thing that you would cook to bring? Like, what's your favorite thing your go-to to cook?
I think my go-to thing is always a pasta dish, right? And I'll usually just make it up, right? One of the best I loved that oh, you can see my microphone in the shot. But I loved that
Ratchet.
Ratchet. I loved that cooking show, the Chew or something like that. And he always talked about like, learning a technique and then you can make 1,000 recipes. And so he always had this thing about making some kind of a sauce and then finishing the pasta in the sauce. And
Oh,
it's delicious every time. And you get a perfect al dente every single time. And so I make up all kinds of things, but I've made a dish called Rasta pasta.
oh, what's in
And
that?
it's a jerk chicken pasta dish. And you can make it either as a creamy pasta dish
Mhm.
or not. And it's
What kind
delicious.
of pasta do you use?
I usually use a penne. Yeah,
Okay.
but and you can have it hot or you can have it cold. But yeah, Rasta pasta.
Okay.
Maybe I'll put the recipe for Rasta pasta somewhere.
I think you should. I would love that.
Okay.
Ask me a question.
Oh, I have to ask you a question now. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go
So
back.
there was an article this week about the song "A Case of You,"
Yes,
that Joni Mitchell song, right? That great article.
my all-time favorite song ever.
It's beautiful and it's haunting and yes, Celine, I will write I will put the recipe together and post it on
Yes.
our page.
Oh, Celine likes
And
it too. Yeah, you'll like
yeah,
Celine.
yeah. Oh, LaDonna wants a recipe too, or she wants me to cook her some. Um, but the song "A Case of You,"
Yes.
it sticks in your head. It's one of
Mhm.
those that like it's in your heart. So I'm curious about things that stick. Um, and so I want to know, what is a theatrical performance that is stuck in your head?
That I've seen or
Hmm.
like that.
Ever. Um, ooh, and Tom Lorio just asked a good follow-up question. But what is a theatrical performance that just kind of like lives in your head and your spirit? And
Mm,
if you all want to answer this question too, you can. Um,
I think I have to say, and I feel basic when I say it, but it's the truth. Um, the first time I saw Audra McDonald perform was at
Mm.
Ragtime, and I know
Mm-hmm.
that like her character, like she dies in the first act, and like she's not really, it's not about her. But
Yeah.
for some reason, the first time I saw her sitting like up in the little attic there, just kind of like silent. I don't know. There was something about her, not even the singing, which then she opened her mouth and was gorgeous, but just the silence
Yeah.
watching her. And I was like, oh, who's this?
Who's this?
That's one that lives in my brain. It's all of the basic ones. So it's her, Heather Headley in Aida
Mm.
because
Mm.
of ability to command stage in purple dress,
Mm-hmm.
like just like stand on zero and emote. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then oh, you know what? Oh, the first one is so basic. Jesus, oh, I feel terrible. The first show that I ever saw was first Broadway show was during high school. We came to New York, and in one weekend saw like Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis, and Miss Saigon. So it was like
Uh-huh.
1992 maybe. I was fascinated with, God, I'm so gay, Eponine. But because because there's something so simple about like, yes, she gets her heart broken and then there's the barricade and all the bullshit, but she just comes out after all of this nonsense with her hands in her pockets and just stands there and sings On My Own.
Yeah.
Never takes her hands out of her pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Just stood perfectly still with her hands in her pockets and sang this song. And I was like 17 and deeply, deeply quietly gay. And my mother was probably sitting, I think, in the row behind me. And I'm sitting next to my chorus teacher and like the tenor section, all of the three gays. And we were just like weeping, just like young homosexuals weeping. So those are the things. Audra McDonald playing Sarah in Ragtime, Heather Headley playing Aida, and whoever the hell played Eponine in the spring of 1992.
Fantastic. I love it. So I wanted to let you in. You know, there is a big discussion happening now on our Facebook page
Okay.
about top three Case of You covers.
Case of You?
And so people are going in on that topic. So if people want to yes, so Chris Yonan said Prince, Tom Lorio said Diana Krall.
Diana Krall is a good one. It's a good one.
Christine Shep Strong said Jane Monheit.
Oh.
And Celine is bringing up the Pink. I didn't know Pink did a version of A Case of You.
I've seen that. There's like a video.
Huh. Okay.
What's the other one? Julia Murney does one. Does
she?
Excellent too. That's I want to post some of these.
Oh, yeah. Katie Lang. Okay.
Oh, I've never heard that.
I don't know that I have either.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm down for anyone covering that song. I think it's the most beautiful love song in the world.
I do too. It scares the crap out of me. Like I was like, if I was like a good, host for today, I would have been like, oh, and I'll sing A Case of You for the end of the show. But I'm not.
I sang it once.
It's a tough one.
I did a duet version.
Yeah.
Friend of mine, and only once. I just think that the words to it, I'm a words person, and I think those words are the most wonderful, beautiful things you could say to someone. Like I could literally drink a case of you. Like, so I think it's just looking someone in the eye and saying, you can't fuck me up. No matter what you do, you can't fuck me up. I love it. I
know, because it's such a messy song too. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent on A Case of You, but
this is what happens when you try to give yourself just 5 questions. And by the way, Anna Wintour is doing some sort of nonsense like 7 questions with Anna Wintour. So I'm about to send a nasty tweet, but that's neither here nor there.
We're in good company.
I do think that there are some. I love the Prince one. The Prince cover is like gorgeous.
Yeah, it's funky too. I like it. And do you know that they were like really close friends?
Prince and Joni Mitchell?
Yes.
You know who they're like besties, Shaka Khan and Joni Mitchell.
That's right. That's right.
There's a live recording of a bunch of Joni stuff that like James Taylor's on and Brandi Carlile, but there's a cover that they do I think it was maybe for her 70th birthday, and there's a CD of it. I could be wrong, but there's a cover that James Taylor, somebody, and Shaka Khan do of Big Yellow Taxi.
Huh.
And what I love is that Shaka Khan is just undeniably Shaka Khan singing.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah.
All right. You asked me a question now.
So, but I'm on food. A date. You're on a date. A date ordered this. And because of that meal that is ordered, or appetizer or whatever, you know that this relationship is not going to work out. What is something that like someone could order that you would be like, I have to go?
Probably some kind of like that I know that nothing would be happening is if unless we were already in like something was if they like ordered like some kind of sardine appetizer like something like
Understandable.
You know,
understandable.
something that would, you know, I don't corn where there's like stuff in your teeth, like that's intimate. I don't know, like I don't, but definitely the sardine thing.
Because there are certain things where it's like, oh, I ordered some blah 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 for the table, and it's like, oh, whose table?
Yeah,
this table.
Why?
I love a well-placed why.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
That was my number two.
I'd like this sardine and olive dish. What? Huh? Oh, Kim Exum says, I love a sardine though.
Now, I will put, you know, like when you go to like a bougie place and you get a fancy Caesar salad like on a plate, not in a bowl, on a plate, and they give you like that little bit of, is it an anchovy?
The anchovy, yeah.
I will eat that anchovy.
No, I mean, come on. Have you ever cooked chicken with anchovy in it?
Well,
because like when
I don't want to handle the anchovy myself.
I have this lemon garlicky recipe that I do, and the secret is anchovies and capers. And the anchovies make it taste nutty. It's really amazing. Yeah.
Caper. Me and a caper go way back. In anything. Anchovy.
LaDonna Burns says, I will tear up the Caesar salad.
Right. Like if you ask me normally, I don't like anchovies, but if you put them on one of those bougie, like a hotel Caesar salad, oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Margaret, it's a recipe from the New York Times. It's a Melissa Clark recipe. It's like lemon anchovy, like garlicky chicken with lemon anchovy sauce. So you need like lemons, capers, anchovy, and like 8 garlic cloves. It's delicious.
When something says like add 2 garlic cloves, is it always +6 in your mind too?
Yes. Okay. Do you see what Tom Lauren
his other boyfriend when he's eating those anchovies? But only on a Caesar salad. I'm willing to try this chicken thing though. I'm definitely.
Yeah, it's very good. All right. So really, again, things that stick.
Okay.
I mean, we kind of are already, maybe not. But you did not already just post that recipe, Margaret. Margaret is on it.
Yes.
What just lives rent free in your spirit?
You froze for a second. So what that lives rent free?
A song or a melody or something that just kind of lives rent free in your spirit.
You know what's interesting? I'm taking this class right now on Sunday nights with the illustrious Sherry Sanders. And we're like going decade by decade and picking out pop music and like trying to get it into the sphere of musical theater. Because all of musical theater is now pop music. Thank you, Marge. It's French for Margaret. So I'm currently, this coming Sunday is Country Week.
Oh.
So and me being anal retentive me, we've known the weeks that were coming. And so each week, 3 weeks in advance, I've had to like mentally start figuring out what I want to do because I'm like that idiot. So I knew country was coming and I was like, I don't know country. And I feel like I shouldn't sing I Go Walking After Midnight because that's just like special for me and Patsy Cline.
Yeah.
I was about to sing this one specific Chris Stapleton song that then LaDonna Burns is actually going to sing in the class, and I hear it. But that opened up. I've also been challenging. I've tried to challenge myself in this. So my friend Allison was like, there are other Chris Stapleton songs, and I was like, I don't understand what you just said. And Tom has said that too. And I was locked in on the one song. So I've in the last week just been in Chris Stapleton and all of country and so the answer is it's a country tune and I don't know what tune, but it's country and that's all I can give you. So
okay.
Country music sticks in my craw.
Okay.
A good craw.
Chris Yonan
yes.
wrote this.
Here You Come Again. I do love that song.
And I think he's right. That would be a good song. I would hear that.
I tried like the Jolene for the class and I was like, and it was it's all right. But I didn't. I'm gonna look at Here You Come Again. I'll look at that tonight.
Ask me something.
Have you ever had to deal with food in a play? Semicolon. And what fresh hell was that? Food on stage. It's terrible. I don't know who did that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So Blues for an Alabama Sky, it was a lot of drinking on stage. So they drink a lot. Yeah. And that became like a whole thing. Mm-hmm. Like, where do you put the glasses? And then it was like the beginning of COVID. So you're like, please don't share glasses. like there's liquid all over the place.
Why are you touching my glass?
Yeah, don't touch my glass and don't why are you breathing on my glass? Yes. But that question makes me think. The playwright Peter Nachtrieb wrote this play that I did a reading of, and the whole first, I think it's like 15 minutes of the play is a group of gay men at a all-you-can-eat seafood buffet, and they're just eating and like talking about life, and like it was me and he assembled a great company to do this reading, and like at the end of the reading, we're talking about the play, and it was a good play, and the thing that every single person was like, 15 minutes of fake seafood, like what is the shrimp actually going to be? And like, you want us to slurp oysters, like what would they make the oysters out of? And like just the whole thought process of what the prop department would like substitute to make that. And like, when we were doing Strange Loop, and
someone joked about wanting to pipe in the scent of Popeye's chicken, but only in the house.
Yeah,
like have it blow from the stage into the audience.
Jason Beasley says
it is
never hot enough
because they send the intern out or the assistant during a lunch break, and the show isn't until 8 o'clock, and then the food isn't until like 8:45.
Yes. What was the name of that show that was running in the other theater at Playwrights? And we always saw that intern making the three Brussels sprouts to put on the plate when
I
we were at
remember that
rehearsal.
they
I
were
can't
doing.
remember the name of
Great
it. Yeah.
Carolina. Actors in the big meal had to eat on stage. As I recall, one guy had to eat a full plate of fairly quickly,
Oh,
full plate fairly quickly, and another guy had to finish 2 complete plates of food. No, no.
no, it's
I
one of
eat
those.
enough in and after shows that
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
that's oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was my
All right. So I promise I have some fun questions. Camp Morning. No, El Morgan. It wasn't Camp Morning.
fake Camp Morning Wood too, but I was like, it wasn't Camp Morning Wood because I don't think they were cooking Brussels sprouts.
The pain of my belligerence. Oh, and Christine brought up the Apple plays where they always like did the whole thing around a meal. They either cooked a meal or they ate a meal. Um, um, so I have a question. On your artistic journey, what is a moment of confirmation that made you keep going or clarified you were on the right path? I know I went a little too heavy, but like I promise I have fun ones coming.
No.
Okay.
Well, so I don't know if I told you there was, and you witnessed it. There was a moment during all of A Strange Loop, and like all these people kept coming to see the show, and it was just insane. And there's this one particular moment that I got to on one arm speak to Andre DeShields,
Mm-hmm.
the other arm speak to Nathan Lee Graham, and in front of me have Darius DeHaas, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So, and I told them this because I was like, when is this trifecta going to be in front of me ever again? And they had just seen the thing that I was in. And I was like, okay. So growing up, I saw you, Mr. DeShields, and I was like, oh, that is someone. I was very young, and I was able to pinpoint that is someone who is 150% himself. I was like, okay. And I was like really hyper aware of that at a very young age. I was like, so let me clock that. Then I start auditioning for musical theater when you come to New York and you have to do that. And I didn't know what the fuck to sing because I had been studying opera. So the go-to stuff for my black high singing tenor ass was all stuff that Darius DeHaas had done.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, let me learn how to do it. And I couldn't do it. But I was like, I'm still trying to sing the fuck out of it. And then when I'm like, wait a minute, I think I really would like to fully embody like myself and like, I don't know, am I funny? Am I sassy? And can I be like literally me in the streets on stage? Here comes a Nathan Lee Graham.
Who is so singular, man.
Right. So these three people who are completely and always have been just themselves doing the thing that they do have affected me so very much. And the fact that I got to meet them and then tell them this, and I'm like crying while I'm telling this in the lobby. And they were all like, well, no, like now you get to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I can successfully quit. I quit the play. Because like, to that point had been, when did I first see Andre DeShields? Like I had heard him on the album of The Wiz when I was far too young. I had seen him. Remember HBO used to always show Ain't Misbehavin'?
Oh, right. Yes,
like,
yes.
Yes. Who's this man who's with that woman from Give Me a Break? So I was like very aware of him and just like how cool he was.
Yeah.
Standing there, somewhere there's a picture of me and the three of them, and I was just like smiling, but maybe crying a little bit, and a little like, I can't believe I just told them this. I can't believe that I'm here, and I can't believe they each were like, no, now you.
Yeah. They could not have been more generous. They could not have been more kind and generous.
Yeah, and I know that might sound like late in the game for me to. I was 44 years old at the time. Or was I 43? I don't know math. But I was 40 middle something. But that was a moment where I definitely felt solidified in like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what I do and can do. And
um.
what
Oh,
is
so
yes?
well, so there are things. I think they're talking about Darius music, the Ricky Ian Gordon book, When Susanna
Oh,
Jones Was Red. Chris Yonan wants you to do a Darius song. Jason
oh,
Vizzi's
sure.
going, love them.
I do.
And
It
Al
was there,
Morgan is reaching out. Al Morgan is reaching out to Darius and Nathan Lee and Andre and going, "You're being loved on in here." I tell you, we need to hire Al Morgan as a press
right,
rep. Like we
right.
need, like, your check is coming, Al Morgan. I promise.
No, that was my magical moment, and like I won't forget it. I can't forget it, and it's
Yeah.
like it has definitely fueled a lot of the year and a half since then.
Yeah, that night was really
Stephanie J.
a
Block was there that
special.
night.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that night. That was a special night
Yeah, it was a really special night, and
because
it
they
just
stayed
like
around and they like
right,
that
like
was good.
and it was just like I was like I'm never gonna have the voice inside that was like don't say anything, don't say anything
Yeah,
was like you're never going to be standing in front of these three people again.
yeah, yeah,
They just freshly saw you do something, so
yeah,
open your motherfucking mouth.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm very glad that I did, and now I
Yeah,
feel like I've seen all of them since and have been able to like talk to them and be like,
yeah.
hey, like colleague, which is just like insane to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my special moment.
Okay.
What this is a quick one, and I already know the answer, and I think I even agree. What is your least favorite food?
Olives.
I fully understand. I do. And I'm
I
telling
don't.
you, don't olives are meant to like to not be seen. They are meant to be pitted, and they are meant to be chopped up and cooked into something so that you don't.
Mm,
But I will tell you, that's the way to go. Chop them
yeah.
up, pit them, cook them in something.
I don't like olives. Oh wait. Margaret is saying, James, check out "Bring On the Rain" by Joe
Oh, Dean
D.
Messina.
Messina.
Country.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
get this good ink pen.
All
All
right.
right.
I will. Yeah. Yeah. Olives. No. No, not for me.
Mine is Brussels sprouts.
Is it that they've not been prepared well?
Because Tom loves them. So I have cooked
Yeah.
them several ways, and they apparently taste good to him. I cannot stand Brussels sprouts. I keep trying. It doesn't go well.
You don't have to try. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You are free today.
True.
Barack Obama was president. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but
Thank you for her service.
Okay,
Yes,
so I kind of going deep today, but I promise. All right. Oh, John Andrew, do you do a Maya Angelou impression by any chance?
Oh, I feel like there's things we could add in that. I feel like somewhere there's a
Kimberly X.
but right, Kim, I feel like somewhere inside there's a phenomenal woman or like a rise or something. There's he knows why the cage bird sings. There's something in there.
Although, have you ever seen when Coleman Domingo was on that gay sketch show and he did the Maya Angelou reading the Craig the gay sex ads?
Oh my god.
That is one of the funniest things ever. Corey Tutt, who is a fabulous singer,
Yes, he
says,
is.
I hope you
I
dance.
hope you dance or live like you were dying. Oh, I don't know that. And olives are delicious. But I know how I hope you dance. But who's the other one?
Oh, wait. So I'm sorry. I'm learning the technology, so I'm just pressing buttons. Live like you're dying. And yes, the name of the segment was Men Seeking Men. Oh my God. Coleman Domingo.
hysterical.
Oh, so
I feel like
funny.
if they bring that back, you could take that over.
Joan Law says, that place we worked together, our boss told me I couldn't bring Brussels sprouts for lunch anymore. Was that your doing?
No, sir. That was not. No, sir. I never knew that happened. It was not my doing. Joan and I worked together a few years ago. But I was right outside of her office. And no, that was not me. That's
so
funny.
funny.
I don't think I was aware then how much I didn't like them.
Okay. So Corey Ted is saying it's a Tim McGraw song. So everyone, I can see all of your comments from both Facebook and YouTube, but unfortunately James can't. So I'm translating for him.
Good pen and paper.
So it's my question, right?
Yes, I promise to not be long-winded.
I don't know if you can help it with my questions, right? Because like I'm going like, what is your spirit saying to you? Your core. Is that good enough for Maya Angelou for you, Kim X?
There's a little Sojourner Truth in it, and it just like got it up a notch.
With a soupçon maybe of Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, right. Add a little Sidney Poitier in, and that gets it out of the Freedom Trail and into modern times a little bit. But we'll workshop that.
Okay, we'll workshop it. We'll do an out of town. What is a non-negotiable for you?
Oh, French fries. Period. Period. End of sentence. French fries.
All right. Question answered. Moving on.
Like, are they for the take? Like, yes. French fries. We don't serve them. Go get them. French fries. It's a non-negotiable.
Oh my gosh. Kim Exum, you're cracking me up today. So she's like, not out of the Freedom Trail. Yes. Out of the Freedom Trail.
That's the Bostonian in me. Did you ever follow the Freedom? We had to do that in like junior high or something. Follow that damn red line all the way through Boston. And
I went there.
It was buried. I was like, but there's black people in there. And then.
So Jason Veazey says, fix it. Is that if they don't come with the French fries? You're like, fix.
Go get them. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense to me. You serve food that like just comes with French fries, but you don't serve French fries?
Yeah. Yeah. Alan Berger was always doing that.
Like,
we don't have space in the kitchen for a cooker. What?
And I'm here.
Yeah.
I got my $5. Okay. Oh, this is my last question. Are you a recipe person? Like it must be from a recipe, or are you good at being a from scratch? Like
so with baking, of course, you have to be exact, right? But with cooking, I'm a what do I have in the fridge? Let's go. And that also comes from my mom. My mom was very adventurous, and she would just go, oh, well, this and this would go together. So let's see if we can I'll put this combination of things together on the chicken and see what it does. And she had she has a very good thing about flavor profiles. And so I would just kind of there are a lot of times when I'm like, oh, I have some bacon and I have some peas and I have this and I have that. Okay, I'll whip something up and no.
Like I guess I could be, but I don't know. I admire.
This is my friend Chris, who I would just make all kinds of call it stew.
I made a stew.
But my go-to thing is Italian salad dressing. Like if you can't think of anything, Get
Mhm.
you some Italian salad dressing, saute
Then
up
it's
some stuff, pour some Italian salad dressing on it. You're good to
tell
go.
you, dip a French fry in that. That's all I'm saying.
Non-negotiable.
Negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm saying.
All right. And
Are
this is
we?
my.
Oh,
Oh, I
you have
have
one
one
more.
final question, or I can move to quick. Ooh, our next segment.
I
Um.
think
Um.
I think in the interest of time we might have to go to the next thing.
Okay. Well, we don't. We're not
We
on.
do have to. We might have to go over like 5 to 7 minutes due to the fact that we had some technical difficulties in the beginning.
Why are you coming for me
I
again?
said technical and I put quotes around it.
Just because I had 5 extra Facebook pages and I sent the live stream to the wrong one. Why are you coming for me, though?
It's really up to you. Which
Well, then I'm going to ask my last question. What is something you want to experience and why? Hopefully, it's not being mean to your co-host, John Andrew Morrison.
never. I miss. It's probably this is all COVID related. I just miss traveling. I miss
Yeah.
I miss traveling. Every the last just years, Tom and I usually are away this week, and so
Right.
all of like Facebook memories are like, oh, us beach island,
Mhm.
oh, like the
Yeah.
beach, oh. So
Mhm.
I miss that. Um,
Yeah.
we're all stuck in the same room, 2 rooms, couple rooms, trying to like find new ways to entertain like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
So I miss that. It sounds basic, but I just miss traveling.
I hear you. All right.
You
So
when you,
we're.
like, traveling where you like go somewhere and then come right back, but that's an isolated incident.
Wait, say that again. I missed you there a little bit.
Ted Cruz, you hear about him today? You had a plane ticket to bring your little nappy-headed daughter to Cancun. Don't do that to Cancun, first of all. And then you had a bag with you. And then you turned around and came right back because your ass got red.
Caught. You got caught. You got
You got
caught.
You got caught, Ted Cruz. Was his ugly wife there, the dog? No, I didn't call it that first.
You have feelings, I see.
I had removed that was removed at a very young age.
Oh my gosh.
Real travel, not fake traveling. I miss real traveling.
Yeah, I hear you.
Our next
our next segment is Quick Five. It's a quick five, everybody.
This is a game that we play with each of our guests.
Yes.
When it's just the two of us, one of us do them, and one of us has to come up with like 5 quick questions to be answered.
Quickly. You have less than 5 seconds to answer them, and you must answer them to save the world. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. All right. Are you ready to play? Are you ready to play Quick Five, James Jackson?
Yes.
Okay. I lost your audio there for a hot minute, but you are?
All right. I'm back.
Okay.
Do you hear me now?
Right. I do hear you now. Okay. First Quick Five.
Is there a theme to these? Do I need to know anything?
No, random. Okay. Pick one. Patti LuPone, Patti Austin, Patti LaBelle.
Belle.
Stephen Sondheim in a tank top, booty shorts, or naked?
Tank top.
Mm-hmm. Andrew Lloyd Webber, front, back, or middle? Answer the question.
Front, back, or what?
Middle.
Put him in the back.
Okay. Cheeseburger, cheese doodles, cheese nachos.
Cheeseburger.
Okay. In 1975, who won the Best Featured Actor in a musical drama desk award?
1975? Oh, the drama desk? Oh. Jesus. Barbara Cook.
Wrong. The world is going to suffer because you
Oh,
failed.
no,
It was Ted Ross, and he won for The Wiz playing the Lion.
Here's the thing. I swear, I was actually like going to go to the Rolodex of the West because I was like, oh, that's not. I knew that was 1975. Damn it! Oh. I feel like if I had been given more time, I would have come up with that. So how Quick Five is going to work with our guests? There's always going to be the same 5 questions, or the same 4 questions, and the 5th one will always be some sort of extreme wild card. But that will be a very fun segment.
People are not liking the visual of
Stevenson. I'm in a tank top. That brought me places that I was like, I didn't even have to see it, and I can't unsee it.
Oh gosh! So that is Quick 5, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
and
all of these have a song in between, in the middle, and they're like cutaways and like whatnot. But
say that again, Boobaline.
Can't wait until next week and going forward when all of these segments have like our theme song in the middle and like little cutaways and like we get even fancier.
Yeah.
So
you think we're fancy now, LaDonna Burns? You think we're fancy now?
If you like Giorgio,
LaDonna Burns.
What
was that? Fragrance Imposters perfume.
Primo. If you love Giorgio, you'll love Primo. And quite frankly, Primo smelled good.
Oh my gosh.
What's next?
Oh,
Jesus. So this where we have a guest, we're making our guests sing. So since we don't have a guest, one of us has to sing, and that will be okay.
It's going to be you, and it's going to be great. And
it's going to be quick too.
I'm going to move you here and see if I can do.
That.
Yeah. Oh wait, can I? Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Make you the. Oh. I tell you, all of this technology. It's too much.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
So I couldn't figure out what to sing because we put all of this together today. So I'm just going to sing this little Ray Charles ditty that is forever. It's always in my own show. So here we go.
Wait, before you start, my friend Gifford just wrote, "This was delightful. I couldn't figure out how to post, so I just talked back to you all out loud."
If you need to do that again, Gifford, record yourself doing that and please send that to us. Because I talk to myself all day too. I love that. So I'm gonna sing this little Ray Charles song that is always at the end of my own show because I just want you to listen to Elliot Roth playing the piano because it's my favorite.
He's a badass piano player. Like,
listen to this piano and tell me if this sound is all right. But can you hear this? Please don't leave. What would I do without you to sing me through? If you leave me, then you'll grieve me. And what would I do without you to see me through? What would I do? I don't know. What would I do? Where would I go? Yes, I'm crazy about my baby. And what would I do without you to see me through? It's all about this solo for me. When I'm home alone, I have choreography. What would I do? Say, I wanna know. What would I do? Where would I go? Listen. Yes, I'm crazy about my baby. And what would I do without you? What would I do without you? What would I do without you to see me through? That playing boy.
Hooray! Hurrah! Hooray!
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. That cool and the piano, right?
You know when I always knew it, but like when you did your last thing at like the Green Room 42, I was just like, damn, Elliot Love can play.
Yeah.
But honey, you sound delicious and wonderful, and people are giving you all the claps. And Chris Yonan is saying Darius would be proud of this vocal. You're getting all kinds of bravos and bravas, and Jason Beasley give you black hand claps. I'm Morgan giving you black hand claps.
So wait. So this is like the end. This is like how we wrap up.
We kind of at the end. So I guess before we do the last little schmoopy doop, I just want to say some of the things to look forward to. Yes. So next week we're gonna have a first guest.
And our theme song. Yes. It's very age appropriate too.
It's very age appropriate. You're going to love it. So as I mentioned earlier, we had done a test run with El Morgan and Jason Veazey. And so what we would also love is to and I think this will happen in the future, is that they will be our, Nanette Fabre to the Cal Burnett show. And just be on.
Just always available. Nanette Fabre was just always in the parking lot ready.
Nanette Fabre was just always like, I'm here. I've got my character shoes.
Nanette Carol needs it. And she's like, gonna put the cigarette out and like, okay.
Oh, Al Morgan is saying, you all started late. We're going to need the full hour. Well,
we have a good 7 minutes. We have things to get us out of here. We do. We have time. It's all these hints of red from me.
I didn't hear you. Say that again?
I'm loving all these hints of red in the screen, but that's just.
You're right. My red shirt and the red glass. I didn't even look at them. Like we planned it and we didn't.
That's called coordination.
Coordinations.
This has been absolutely lovely, and I think this might be the platform.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some fun things. We will post some recipes that.
Thank you. Right, I need to.
I have written it down extensively. I have notes.
So I need to come up with a recipe for Rasta pasta.
Yes, and we will post that on all of our things.
Um, I would.
Did we discuss who our guest is next week?
No, we did not.
Oh my God! Should we drum roll? I'm tapping on the wine glass. Joel Wagner will be joining us next week.
Joel Wagner.
I'm loving this photo. Oh my God, he's bringing the red also. Next week, Joel Wagner, who has also written our theme song.
Yes, he wrote our theme song.
Our first guest. Like we actually have a guest. Yay.
We're going to have a guest, which is very exciting.
Lovely. In the interim, how we will usually end is via something we're calling One Wish.
Yes.
Which is
let me get to the banner.
All of our segments have numbers in them, like 5 questions, 3 minutes, like 5. What's the One Wish?
That's called mark branding.
That's. I have a marketing nothing. I had a class that was next to a marketing class in college, and sometimes the door was open in between rooms. But One Wish is something we will each have. Do you have? What is your one wish?
My wish for everyone this week is just some space, whether that be emotionally or physically, to simply breathe. There's a lot of foolishness that's going on in the world. And so just some time or space to be able to go.
Yeah, I have to remember that too.
Yeah.
I forget that.
So that's my wish for everybody.
Yay. What is my one wish is for everyone to my one wish is for everyone to make something. Does it make whatever it may be? So we talked about cooking. I have a lot of sewing to catch up on because I sew. I'm doing a lot of stuff with this like sound equipment and making videos and songs over there. I bought a new mixing board over here that I am like this thing that I'm super excited. That I'm super excited about, and I get to make things with it. And just in this dark, snowy, cold, work doesn't exist time that could seem rather lonely. I think it's really helpful to just like, even if you just make some damn paper mache, you know, like I miss people. Even when we did our the little dry tech the other day and had Jason and El Morgan on, I was like, I just to see all the 4 of us on a screen. I was just like, I miss these people so much. Like it would be lovely to like be in a room somewhere. So in the interim, I think I wish that for everyone because it has brought me a lot of joy and peace during this to be able to make something. And if I can't make it, I will learn how to make it. That the learning is fun too. So I wish that for everyone. Go and make something.
El Morgan wants to meet the new baby if you have space or time to but it's okay.
Tom, if you're watching, can you bring the dog in?
But that is okay. What else there was something so wonderful, the 4 of us, just because like we all have such different energy. And it was really just kind of like, Jason half naked in bed, El Morgan with her hair in a veil. It was just like so
that's our people.
Yeah.
Who are your people? That's our people.
Yeah.
How is he? He's good.
Oh.
This is Zeke and Tom.
And
Hey,
Tom.
say
Hi,
hi.
Tommy.
Ezekiel, was he asleep?
A little bit.
A little bit, a little bit. So that's our one wish. My one wish for the week is to go make something.
Yeah.
And then, so next week we will be here on our Facebook page with Joel.
With Joel.
We promise to be there right at 9. And you can hear our theme song. And you'll also hear it throughout because we'll talk about it a lot.
And I promise I won't send the feed to the wrong Facebook page again. That's my new country western song that you can take and sing in your class. And
good.
also remember Mr. Ryan Haddad.
Go check it out, woolymammoth.net.
Woolly Mammoth, yes.
Until the 20th.
It's
and hopefully,
really
I would love
wonderful.
to get Ryan to be a guest on our show too. I would love to talk to him.
Oh my gosh, yes, of course.
You did a show during COVID. Like, how'd you do that? And like talk about that process.
Yeah, and it's so beautifully done too. And like,
hi, buddy.
Oh, that's ratings gold. Bring the puppies.
Ratings gold.
All right. Leave them wanting more, right? So
find us on all of the things. So we're going to be sticking. These have been wow. Someone should have really like done something.
No, they weren't that bad.
Find us on all of the things. 5 questions with James and Jan.
And I have a question. Somebody wants to know what kind of puppy it is.
He is a Shih Tzu. He's a Shih Tzu. He's 4 months old. His birthday was the 15th. Hey, buddy.
Yeah. If anybody knows how we can stream this thing to Instagram, we will keep going to Instagram. But like Instagram is just being like, no, we don't do that. We don't know that. And so
she claims that she's for photography.
And it's like, come on. We can go to the moon.
You can find us here on Facebook. Find us on YouTube under the same name.
Yes.
And all of the other platforms are just 5QJNJ.
I just wanted to give a shout out to this Rachel, who I went to college with, and she works for NASA. And she was
to the
on
moon,
to Mars. She was and they landed today, and that was one of her. Yes,
that's awesome. Wow.
Oh my God.
You know, smart people.
I mean, yeah. I went to Brandeis.
I drove by there once. My mother went there.
Your mother went to really
for grad school with a police escort because it was like 1960 something, and there were 4 Black students on campus. But that's a whole other episode.
Wow.
But yeah, she went to get her master's degree at Brandeis, which was a choice in 1967.
I mean, when I was in the theater department, I was one of all 4 of my years. I was the only Black student. But then after they had more. But anyway. Right. Anyway, all right. So we're going. We're
Thursday 9.
Yes.
This was lovely speaking with you this evening and asking you 5 questions.
It was so lovely speaking with you and asking you 5 questions, and you're divine.
Oh, and it was lovely hearing from everybody who's watching. Also.
Yes, and. Check us out.
Can I go back and read the chats of these like later? Is the chat somewhere? Like, I don't think so. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, I tell you, the majority of people hung out on our Facebook. So maybe I don't know.
I'm just curious. But look out, we will post some things. We'll post some recipes and some photos and some little videos. And I have some sewing things that I need to show people too that I've been finishing because I've been very quiet on my sewing page.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to make things. This was lovely. Love to you. I'll see you next week.
All right. Bye, my honey.
Bye. I never know how to leave.
Don't worry. I'll just end it. Bye.